Good morning, boys and girls. How are you all feeling today? So let's start off with our English as usual. We're doing our surprise with Fina, a surprise for Fina. Can you remember what happened in the story yesterday? And then you're going to read page 19 and then your skills book page 14. So we're going to be looking at commands today. So up the top it says, a command is a sentence that tells you to do something. A command begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So a command, for example, would be pick up that rubbish or go on to the yard now. They'd be commands. So let's have a look at these ones, and it says we have to tick the sentences that are commands. Don't leave your skateboard outside my door, said Fina. Would that be a command? Yes. I'll have to take the bus, said Fina. Does that sound like a command? Is it telling someone to do something? No, so that wouldn't get a tick. You could put an X in that box. Wait for the next bus, said the driver. Would that be a command? Yes, well done. The next part, write these sentences using full stops or question marks. Tick the box if it's a command. Get on my bike and I will take you home. Does that sound like a command or a question? A command, well done. So you'll be writing this sentence on this line here, the exact same sentence on this line with a capital letter and a full stop, and then you'll be ticking this box because it's a command. Next one. Help me get into my apartment. Does that sound like a command or a question? A command, well done. So you'll be writing this exact sentence on the next line with a capital letter and a full stop. And will you be ticking this box? Yes. The last part. Write an example of a statement, a question, and a command. So you can look back now because we did statements before. A question and a command you can look up here for examples for. So snip session 14 and you'll be doing the third exercise. Then on to maths, you'll be doing Master Your Maths, the Wednesday column, page 39. And we're still on time. You can go over your days of the week, the months and the seasons. And this is the page that you'll be doing today, page 76. So it gives you a monthly diary. So Eva's diary for the month of April. Maybe some of you have a diary. So you can write in what you do on the days of the month. Okay, so we see different things there that Eva is doing. Swimming, library, football, speech and drama, rock climbing, lots of different things. So then down to the questions. It says, on how many days did Eva go swimming in April? So you'll need to count up how many swimmings do we see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can see that Eva goes swimming every Thursday. So there's a bit of a pattern there. So you'd be writing in 5 in there. She went dancing how many days in the month? So have a look. Something is the day for speech and drama. What day does Eva do speech and drama? Have a look at which column. So a column is a row like this going down. She visited her friend's house on something of April. How many weeks between her 2 visits to the library? How many weeks between her 2 visits to the library? So you have a look. She goes to the library on the 2nd of April and she goes to the library on the 23rd of April. So how many weeks are in between? And our Gaeilge. Díogrit, Conas atá tú. Céin wrong in a bhfuil tú. Conas atá I'm sure of. So how was the weather today? Na leihinta. August, our new topic is AD. So AD are clothes. So I have 3 YouTube clips up today for you to watch. And then you'll be doing page 45 of your Buana Kainta workbook. And this is the page you'll be doing. So you'll be learning all different items of clothing as Gaeilge today. So we have Cota, Brista, Hata, Broga, Guna, Lena, Scarf and Stucky. So they're pointing to different items of clothing and you have to put the word in. So tá hata urim. I have a hat on. Tá something urim. What does this lady here have on? She has a coata. So tá coata urim. I have a coat on. So they put the tá and the urim for the first two. Then they've left out the urim here, so you need to put in the urim the whole way down, and then the same with the tá for 5, 6, and 7. Then science is our last lesson of the day, and we are learning about habitats. So there's a little piece of reading there, and then it says draw 4 habitats with plants or animals in each one. So here are some plants and animals that you might see in these habitats. So we have a wildflower patch under a log, a crack in a wall, or in a pond. Now, if you're going out for a walk, you might be able to see some of these. You might see a log, or you might see a crack in the wall that you can see what plants or animals you can see in it. Otherwise, you could look them up, or you could have a guess which ones, okay? That is it for today's second class. Thank you so much for your hard work again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Thank you.